The David investigation has officially gone cold after police failed to collect evidence to secure an arrest for David, and his expensive lawyer is finally paying off.
This is kind of crazy because it indicates that something big may be happening soon, so what could this actually mean?
Ariana Grande is getting ready for another press tour for the second part of Wicked, but insiders don't think that she could handle this. Her health has been concerning friends and family for months now, and the sources say that she doesn't have the strength to pull through.
Ariana Grande allegedly has a serious ED that needs to be addressed.
Kylie Jenner is starting a music career after a decade of focusing on cosmetics. It looks like the eyeshadow palettes have expired and she's ready for something new because she's debuting her singing voice and a brand new song. Selena Gomez's kidney donor and former best friend is trying her best to refrain from dragging Selena for not inviting her to her wedding. This clearly hurts Francia's feelings and she feels used by Selena. Let's get into it. Let's get into David. Welcome back to the Let's Get Into It podcast. Today we have a lot to talk about. We're going to be covering Ariana, Kylie, Taylor. But before we talk about them, I want to talk about David, the singer who's currently under investigation for possibly killing a 14-year-old girl that he was in a full-blown relationship with. Some people are even convinced that she was pregnant with his baby. I am too, because I've seen the Discord messages. But it looks like that expensive lawyer that David has paid off is doing him well because the case has gone cold. We are getting new details that David took the two homes that he owns in Texas and put them under his mom's name. That is to limit some of the risks and the assets that he has, so when they go and try to seize all of those and to make him pay hefty fines for dismembering a little girl and putting her into his Tesla, his family can still hold on to some of the wealth that his music has made. I wouldn't be surprised if he's shifting all of his money and assets to his mother right now.
This is kind of crazy because it indicates that something big may be happening soon, so what could this actually mean? It seems like his parents and his siblings still live in one of the Houston houses, because if you guys remember a little bit back, the house got swatted, and when the police showed up at the door, the mother answered the door and said that his younger siblings were upstairs. Since he transferred his Houston houses to his mother's name, what do you guys think this means for David's future?
By now, I would have thought that David would be behind bars. I mean, we've gone through so much evidence. This comment reads, sounds to me like he knows what's about to come. Another person writes, David knows he's done. And finally, sounds like we'll be getting some major updates soon. Can someone explain to me why Meek Mill thought it would be a great idea to go and post on social media that he wanted to collaborate with David to promote his next album? Like, Meek, have you become so irrelevant that you now have to associate yourself with David for people to even mention your name? Like, in response to the news that David transferred his homes to his mother, he writes on social media, I need his promo for my album rollout. Who do I call? Well, I guess you call Miss Blair Burke, his attorney of law. This must be the worst PR move because Meek Mill has recently been working on probation reform and really productive things. So why does he want to associate with David? Let's get into Ariana Grande. Now, I am a huge fan of Ariana Grande, and it seems like her relationship with Ethan Slater is going very well. So I recently received a tip. It was on Sunday, September 28th. This person wrote to me, Hi Sloan, I'd like to submit this tip anonymously, but a lot of people were wondering if Ariana and Ethan are still together. Well, I did see a tweet go viral recently on Twitter saying that they were not together. But this person is a first-hand witness, and they say, after attending the Wicked event at the Dolby Theater this past Wednesday, I can confirm I saw them holding hands and walking side by side sometime after the show. Now, I know a lot of people on like Twitter and X or whatever are convinced that these two are not doing well, but from what I've seen in recent reports, they seem to be okay. I mean, maybe Ariana's bored with him. I wouldn't be surprised. That's her typical behavior, you know, like steal the man, stay with them for a little bit, and then move on. But she's got this big movie to focus on, and I don't think the studio would appreciate a breakup, you know, taking over the headlines. They're trying to get that Oscar. But even though her love life seems to be doing okay, a lot of people are concerned about her actual well-being. And I hate to be like this guy that's like talking about like a woman's body, because I don't believe in doing any of that. I don't think that we need to have opinions about other people's bodies, but there are inside sources who are saying that she is not doing well. And I also think, like, we've talked about mental health so much, we've normalized it in society. We also need to talk about eating issues. Like, I had years where I had like straight up like bulimia associated with anxiety. So like, being like having an eating disorder, like these are things that do happen. We cannot completely ignore them. Like, we started to acknowledge like mental health. Now let's acknowledge other things too, especially in the era where everyone's whoosh, like Ozempicing themselves. Everyone's getting real thin, and that does have an impression on perception of things and how people take care of themselves. But right now, Ariana Grande is 32 years old. She stands at 5'2". I don't know how this article is reporting that she's 87 pounds. Like, how do you know? I really don't know unless you're in her bathroom.
Ariana Grande allegedly has a serious ED that needs to be addressed, and the blind item alleges that she can't even hold up her 5-pound award at the Palm Springs International Film Society, even though we all know that she was joking. Everything in this video is alleged, not confirmation of validity of allegations.
An insider said that Ari's dropped a lot of weight in recent months. Her collarbones are sticking out. Her wrists are so thin and frail looking. It looks like they're going to snap. Okay, well, chill there. We don't need the descriptors. She has virtually no body fat at all, and women need some for vital functions, including hormone production, energy levels, and insulation. The source adds that there's a fear that she's suffering from some type of body dysmorphia, but Ariana herself thinks she looks great. She seems to be under a bizarre delusion that being skinny makes her more beautiful. People around her are worried it's a sensitive topic to bring up, which typically, that weight is a sensitive topic for everyone. No one wants to talk if you're a little bit too big, and definitely if you're too thin. Actually, the first guest we had on the Let's Get Into It podcast has had a public, battle, kind of like maybe like what Ariana's going through right now. And it's difficult to speak to someone about this because there are also like mental health implications. And what do you do when someone says, I'm okay? You can't really like challenge that. There was a moment where Ariana was at the Palm Springs Film Festival. She did accept an award from Jennifer Coolidge, and those awards are heavy. She's not the first one to struggle to hold it, but it was very clearly too heavy for her. I love Ariana Grande's music. I love her movies, and I grew up with her. We saw her on Victorious, Sam and Cat, and I'm just worried about her. The same way I was worried about Britney Spears during the Free Britney movement, and I'm still worried today because these people are put in very tough situations with this celebrity and this fame, and now with social media making it even more complicated. I do worry what's going on in Ariana's mind, and I just want her to be okay. I want everyone to be okay. And I don't think people's concern is bullying. I think people truly do care about her and want to see her thrive.
This was Ariana Grande in 2020 or 2021. And as you can see here, her body shape is a lot different than it is in this picture here, taken just a month or two ago, when she is a lot thinner in her frame. She looks like a different person. I do think the people around her need to intervene on some level. She doesn't look healthy, and in the movie, it was hard to watch at times.
Right now, Ariana Grande is keeping a low profile, but in the next week, you'll see her in a bunch of different podcasts because she's about to begin her podcast tour. Last time she did a more traditional media tour. I think this time for the second part of Wicked, we're going to get more podcasts. So I'm interested to hear her. The only headline comes from Elvira. Remember Ariana and her got into a feud last year? Well, Elvira, the queen of Halloween, is bringing it back. Elvira is selling a new cookbook, and she's talking about her interaction with Ariana. Essentially, Elvira was pissed off that Ariana was acting like she was better than thou after bringing a bunch of guests and her family to Elvira's show, and Ariana had left early. It was tricky. Ariana's excuse is that was around the Manchester bombing, the attack that happened at her show. She had a lot of anxiety dealing with that, and she said she just doesn't even really remember the story the way that Elvira remembers it. Ariana said, I actually don't even remember getting the chance to meet you because I had an anxiety attack into my memory left before the rest of my family. This was about 7 years ago, and at the time, I was really not great at being in public crowds or loud places. If I'm misremembering this moment, I apologize. Thank you for being so nice to my mom. She told me how lovely you were. She might have different feelings about that now, but I'll talk to her. Clearly, we all have our days. Ooh, shady. Everything about her apology was great until she said, like, I don't know if my mom likes you anymore. Elvira said, I told a story that really happened. She did it. I wasn't making it up. It was very offensive. She says, I have all these celebrities who come to my show, and there have been a ton. They're always gracious and kind, and she wasn't. I'm sorry to say that. It's disappointing when you hear things and you learn things like that, but it's sad. Oh well. Elvira said that Ariana came to my show. She brought 20 guests. She said she wanted 21 tickets. We said okay. She gets backstage and she asks if I could take a picture with all of her friends and relatives that she brought. I take a picture with every single one of them. I sign autographs for all of them. Then I say to her, could we take a photo together? And she says, no, I don't really do that. And then she left before my show even started. All of her relatives stayed though. They used that Ariana Grande connection. And you know what? I could see both sides of this. Ariana was probably traumatized from the concert, did not want to be in public like that. And Elvira probably felt a little bit like snubbed. Like, I give you like 21 tickets. You don't even come to my show and you are better than me to like take a photo? Please. Next. If you're still overpaying for wireless, it's time to say yes to saying no. At Mint Mobile, their favorite word is no. No bills, no overages, no hidden fees, no BS. Here's why you should say yes in making the switch to get premium wireless for $15 a month. Now, a lot of the other companies have a lot of unexpected overages or those hidden fees. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited text and talk, delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. And guess what? You could use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with your existing contacts. I'm all about Mint Mobile and you should be too, especially when you look at that bill from Verizon. Holy crap, I start sweating because I'm stressed, but Mint Mobile has you covered with that $15. Make the switch at mintmobile.com/Sloan. That's mintmobile.com/Sloan. There's an upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 per month. Limited time new customer offer for the first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. And enjoy the rest of this episode. Let's get into Kylie Jenner. So Kylie Jenner is launching a music career. If you guys do not remember, about 10 years ago, she launched her cosmetic brand with a music video and a song. And at the time, I was convinced that Terror Jr. was Kylie Jenner, kind of sounds alike. And I'm pretty sure she sang on a bunch of the songs on the first album. But they kept that a secret and she kind of focused on the makeup. Now that the makeup's getting a little bit stale, sorry, Kylie, she is coming back with music again. And now they're finally acknowledging that her vocals are being used on the Terror Jr. tracks. I've been a huge fan of Terror Jr. I love their music. Besides Kylie, I know every single one of their songs from Bob City 1, Bob City 2, Bob City 3, Bob City. I love their albums and I grew up going to college and listening to them and going to their shows. I remember one time in Maryland, I was like the only person like cheering outside, singing every song. Everyone let me go to the front because they performed so early and everyone was like waiting for like Kendrick Lamar, but I went right to the front and I've been such a big supporter of Lisa. I've even DM'd her, talked about like interviewing her. So the fact that Kylie's now coming back to them, I believe they made a few albums without her and now she's joining them again, is wild to me. Like we've got a Kardashian Jenner pop star now. But the question is, will the vocals hold up? I mean, in the era of Addison Rae, I think Kylie could probably do a little whisper. Kylie launched a promotional video for her makeup line, but you could hear the vocals in the background of the clip, and it sounds like her. A few days after this launched, she acknowledged that the song is coming out, and it's actually currently out on Spotify or Apple Music if you go and look at it right now. But let's go ahead and look at this promo clip. If you guys don't remember the first music video she made, it was about her and her friends like robbing a place. Well, it's 10 years later, and they're bringing back Kylie to the station, I guess, to ask her about the crime and to see if she has any new clues. But, you know, she's not telling anybody anything. Okay, so the music's copyrighted, but you can see that Kylie in this leather outfit is being strolled in, chained up with some guards. And she's really trying to bring back this era she had back in 2010 when she was wearing like the wigs and the blue extensions. And she looked much older than her like 17-year-old self. This comment reads, "No one is prepared." Another person writes, "Good job, Kylie. You're doing amazing, sweetie." So the point of this video and this promo is to launch her makeup. Comment below if you guys are interested in her makeup. I feel like the beauty industry, it's like, it's mostly, I don't know. I feel like I think of like Michaela, the Kardashians, girl. And that's all I can think of. I feel like it's kind of stale, but let me know. But I also think that this is a dual launch. I think that this is Kylie's opportunity to tell the world that she's entering into the music space, which I mean, sing it off, Kylie, but if you dance anything like Kim, it's like, stiff as hell. She's got no rhythm.
Kylie Cosmetics is about to do the craziest thing. Have you seen their feed? If you haven't, go to the Instagram page. They archived all of the posts and just put the 2016-17 collections. I am here for it. King Kylie, I cannot wait. Oh my god, all of these looks are so epic. The hair, the vibes, the dark colors. Oh, I need this for fall.
Back in 2016, Charli XCX was actually advocating for Kylie to become a pop star. She wrote, "I hope Kylie Jenner becomes a pop star in 2017," and Kylie actually retweeted that. And it looks like Kylie actually retweeted it again. So she's launching this music career. What do you guys think? Like, should I apologize in advance for your ears?
What's your one style choice from your Tumblr days that you stand by still?
The edgy King Kylie, dark feminine style.
What kind of mood would you say you're in right now?
I think I'm back in my King Kylie era.
Like I said earlier, I've been a big fan of Tara Jr. for a while. I've gone to at least 4 or 5 of their shows before. I've bought merch. I don't do that for every artist. Like, trust me. So I love them. And I saw recently that they did like a song release with like a collab, but then they deleted all their Instagram and everything. So they're doing this big rebrand. And I remember like, let's find a picture of like their first or second album. There was like promo for it. There was an extra hand. Like you'll see there's Lisa, there's David, who's like, I believe the guy that did the like a G6 song or like one of those, worked with Dev back in the day. And then there's Kylie. She's the extra hand. She's always been like the third person in this group, but she went away for a while to focus on the makeup and now she's back. Maybe she got a little bit bored with Timothy like filming his movies, because why does she need to get into pop music? I don't know.
And now with a King Kylie collection coming to Kylie Cosmetics, Kylie herself posted this video where she's going to be recreating the iconic gloss video. And where I want to add into this conspiracy theory with the K is that for this music video, Kylie Jenner will cover 3 Strikes and sing the song that everyone thought she already was singing. Because she posted this with no context. I hope Kylie Jenner becomes a pop star in 2017. Excuse me, a pop star? Miss Rise and Shine.
Shout out to the gay man with the spray tan. He's actually a friend of the channel, and Kylie actually retweeted that video. So let me know in the comments below. Will you be streaming or not? I feel like most of you are going to say no. Let's get into Selena Gomez and her friend Francia. Now, I know this is a sore subject because Selena Gomez just had her wedding with her new kidney, I believe. Yes, it was a kidney. I was going to say, was it a liver? No, it was a kidney. Because Francia gave up her kidney to Selena. They were once upon a time really close friends, and they're not anymore. And I'm not trying to like start any drama here because, the drama's already been done. Of course, Francia was not at the wedding. Her kidney was, but she was not. Shout out to all the donors out there too, and the donor community. Donors save lives. Just shout out to them and all of our healthcare workers who are watching the video. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I'm gonna get stomach sick because I start getting anxiety just thinking about what you have to deal with. And thank you so much, because you wouldn't want me there. Let's just say that. So bless you all. Francia was asked about the wedding. She spoke in Spanish, but we've got a translation. She says, "Well, right now you're asking me is nonsense that has been in the media, and there are too many rumors. I've never said anything. When that rumor came out that I had gotten angry or something like that because Selena was smoking, I wasn't aware of those rumors." She said, "So what you're asking me are rumors. No one knows what's going on, and neither she nor I are talking about it. Maybe one day we will address it."
Sé que se va a casar y estoy muy feliz por ella y pues mira, tiene vida y pues ya es billonaria y pues estoy agradecida que pude hacer eso por ella.
This comment reads, "No, there was definitely some conflict. I feel like she's just saving face for the sake of Selena, but yeah, she just danced around answering and didn't deny it either." Francia said that she's very happy for Selena to get married to Benny. She said that she has a life and she's already a billionaire. "I'm grateful that I could do that for her." In 2017, Francia donated one of her kidneys to Selena, who suffers from lupus. Selena at the time wrote, "There aren't words to describe how I could possibly thank my beautiful friend Francia. She gave me the ultimate ultimate gift and sacrificed by donating her kidney to me. I'm incredibly blessed. I love you so much, sis. We do have a clip of Francia talking about the moment when she found out that she and Selena are a match. And you guys need to let me know in the comments below. This answer is weird. It almost seems like she's like upset that Selena found out that she was a match, and she's kind of like, how did I find myself in this situation?
When I found out I was a match, it wasn't the way I expected. One day, I got a phone call from Selena, a FaceTime, and she's like, "We're a match!" And I'm like, yay! What? How do you know this?
This comment reads, I love Selena all the way, but the doctor should have definitely called Francia first. It's her kidney. Another comment said that she felt trapped. And then finally, she should sue the doctors for breaking HIPAA. Such an insanely unethical situation. And you know what? The tension there is real, and it makes sense because there was a sacrifice on Francia's part. But again, I want to shout out to all the donors out there because it is a life-saving thing. We need people like who do that. So, you know, shout out to you. Let's get into Max Enrich. I don't even know if I said this kid's name right, and honestly, I don't care. I'm so over this loser. Yeah, and you're a loser. I saw you at the liquor store. I stared you down. I make good eye contact. You may know him because he was, once upon a time, Demi Lovato's ex-fiance. He was like a COVID love, and I'm not going to drag Demi into this. I love Demi. She's in a great place right now. We are friends with Demi on the channel, so this has nothing to do with Demi. That's just like the most clout he ever got was when he was with Demi. Recently, he was locked up for domestic violence against his own mother. You can't get more disturbing than going after your mama. Like, what the heck? And it looks like he's been doing whippets. When you like put nitrous oxide into like a balloon and you inhale it, you get real high for a couple seconds, then it kills some brain cells. Well, that's what Max has been huffing and puffing on. And I guess it got him all tough and mighty to go and square up with his like elderly mother. I wish I could just slap this guy across the face. Like, what do you mean you're attacking your mom? What a loser. She's literally 65 or older. Like, this is elder. Like, I would say that's like attempted murder at this point. What's crazy is that Max thinks he's in the right, and he was actually live streaming this moment, so we've got a clip to react to.
Give me the phone.
Oh my gosh, poor mom sitting there crying because her grown son has attacked her. Oh, poor mom.
The Wicked soundtrack.
Not like the Wicked playing in the background. It makes it even like more sad. Like she's sitting in her bathroom.
Anyone ever. I don't hurt people. Mom, give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me the phone so I trust you.
So it looks like he's in bed watching some Wicked, and he's huffing and puffing, arguing with his mom. It looks like he's in his like mommy's room. Like that's the the primary suite.
I trust you. You're on live. No, I didn't do anything.
She's like crying over here, like trying to keep herself safe from him. And maybe he's like paranoid that she's calling the police. Oh gosh, are they fighting here? Oh no. Looks like he has it muted too. Is he pushing her? I'm pretty sure he like pushes her outside. I don't know if we get footage of that. So the police reports say, look at her. Oh my gosh. He's such an embarrassment.
So you're basically wanting to get on with your evening and have some wine. Is that what I...
Yeah, I want to have some wine and go on with my evening, man.
Look at him huffing and puffing while, okay, we're going to make sure that's blurred too, because he cannot be doing DRUGS on YouTube.
Okay, so...
Leave me alone. Like, I literally just want to have wine and go to... I'm here.
Well, we're not trying to bother you or anything, Max. We just need to speak, and then we'll be completely done with this whole night.
You guys know how Britney Spears was put into a conservatorship, how Wendy Williams is trapped in a guardianship? Well, in Florida, it's called the Baker's Act, and Max has now been welcomed into the Baker's Act. Looks like he was in some type of psychosis because of the nitrous oxide, which has now led him to going to rehab. Max's mom told police that her son heavily abuses inhalants and consumed nitrous oxide before turning violent during an argument over her phone in the house. Cops said that she told them Max chased her outside head into her neighbor's backyard, pushed her to the ground, and kicked her in the thigh. She requested that police did not take pictures of her injuries because she didn't want them out there because she's trying to protect her son who could care less about her. I hope he seeks help. Let's get into Charli XCX. I am ready for Charli to get into the studio and to respond to Taylor Swift calling her a Coke Barbie. This is the kind of pop drama I need. Charli XCX posted a video on X of her in the recording studio, and it sounded pretty cryptic. I mean, if I was Taylor, I would sleep with one eye open.
She just posted this on Twitter. I am shaking. It's this with a heart and then her with like a song in the background. It's just a 4-second snippet, but this is what it sounds like. Sure, she could just be teasing new music, but this is intentional. Like, this feels like she is getting ready to just drop a single song about Taylor.
One thing about Charli XCX is that she likes to have fun. She likes to party. She likes to do drugs. And I feel like she's the type of girl that you don't want to mess with Taylor because she is going to fight back. And in a little speech she did on SNL, it seems like she was alluding to what Taylor had called her.
Those of you who recognize me, you might know me from my album, Brat, but don't worry if you don't.
There's nothing wrong with being a boring Barbie.
Oh, boring Barbie. There we go. She said that she's like a boring Barbie until the like Coke makes her brave. That's what Taylor said, right? I just hope that Charli like hurries up on her track because I feel like this drama will die down very quickly. They might even have time to go and work it out on a remix. Let's get into some teen mom drama. Now, we don't cover Teen Mom too often, but when we do, we talk about the messiest of the mess. And I'm talking about Janelle Evans. There was a scary moment for Janelle Evans and her family. Her mother, Barbara, was hospitalized after a stroke. Oh my God, all these medical things today. I am sweating, stressing. Janelle's mom suffered a stroke last week and has been discharged from the hospital. Okay, Barbara's doing okay. We're told Janelle has flown back to North Carolina to go and be with her family. She's lived in Nevada for over a year now, which sounds hot and dry. Barbara has appeared on MTV's 16 and Pregnant way back in 2009. She was also featured in Teen Mom 2 because these teen moms also dragged their parents into the mess because they couldn't take care of their babies. If you guys don't remember Janelle and her mother, you will after this clip.
You came to see Jace. You're not allowed here anymore. Janelle. Janelle.
What, Mom?
Give me back my credit card.
I don't have your credit cards,
You
Mom.
used them.
I don't have them.
Well, where are they?
Where's my financial
Did you
aid
throw
check?
them? I mailed it back.
Where, mailed it?
Janelle seems like a headache. There's always like that one. If you have like multiple, I wonder if Janelle's an only child. I don't know, but she's definitely one of the bad apples. I'm sorry, but she is.
Back where? To the financial aid office.
Why?
Because you no longer live here.
I needed that check to move out.
Now, I want to talk about my credit card.
I don't have your credit cards.
Well, where are they?
I don't have them.
Why did you do this?
I didn't.
Why did you do this?
Go, Barbara. Get her, Barbara. Look at the kid. He's like, I'm getting out of here.
I let you come here with that stanky guy boyfriend. Listen to me! Get out! Get out or I'll call the police. I have custody over
Call
him.
the police.
I will.
And I'm gonna say all I want to do is see my son. That's all I want to do.
You want to steal
Leave
from
me
me?
alone.
You want to steal from me?
Leave me alone.
Yeah,
I just want to see my son.
Ooh, shout out to all the dysfunctional families out there. This is enough. So sad to see poor little baby Jace there because Jace doesn't even live with Janelle anymore because he was being so abused at home. He ran away multiple times. He finally got out of there. Thank God, because Janelle Evans, I'm sorry, is not a good mom. And speaking of teen moms, you know Farrah Abraham? She chimed in to the news that Barbara had a stroke and writes, "Was it my Farrah roast that did it? Let's ask if Bab's horrible mothering and grandma habits played a part." So she has no sympathy for what Barbara's going through. She added, "Health is wealth, people. Put mental health first, unlike the Evans family." And then Farrah could not help herself. She wrote, "I don't do manufactured emotions for all the weak-minded people. I don't throw my trauma work in the trash can. I don't accept others' opinions when they have not done the work. Call my trauma center and please go check yourself in." Let's get into Robin Williams. Did you guys see my video I posted on my main channel with Jake Paul and all the crazy AI videos of him like acting like he's gay? Well, Robin Williams' daughter begs fans to stop sending her gross AI videos of the late actor. Zelda Williams is saying that it's gross. Please stop sending me AI videos of dad. Stop believing I want to see that or I'll understand. I don't and I won't. To watch the legacies of these real people be condensed down to this vaguely looks and sounds like them, so that's enough, just so other people can churn out horrible TikTok slop, puppeteering them is maddening. You're not even making art, you're making disgusting, overprocessed hot dogs out of the lives of human beings. Now that is some strong feelings for AI. Maybe I would feel that way too if I had a deeper connection to it. I mean, I think the Jake Paul videos are kind of funny. She also added, and for the love of everything, please stop calling it the future. AI is just badly recycling and regurgitating the past to be reconsumed. You are taking in the human centipede of content from the very, very end of the line, all while the folks at the front laugh, consume. Well, comment below if you guys use AI. Do we have any people here who are like strictly against it?
AI generated videos like these popping up everywhere online.
Just wanted to drop in and tell you something simple. I miss you.
But not everyone likes the trend. Robin Williams' daughter, Zelda, asking fans to stop sending her AI videos of her dad, saying in an Instagram story post that she doesn't want to see them. It's dumb, a waste of time and energy, not what he'd want, even going as far as calling it horrible TikTok slop.
Let's get into Wendy Williams. If you guys did not know, I'm a huge fan of Wendy Williams. She inspired me to create videos. I remember my initial slogan was like, grab a snack and get ready to wash it down with some hot tea. Like what I would say in the beginning of my videos. So crazy, but it's inspired by her saying like, grab a snack and we'll be right back whenever commercial break would happen. And who doesn't like a good snack? But Wendy Williams does have some good news because her ex-husband, Kevin, actually filed a lawsuit against her in court, but the judge threw it out. Essentially, he wanted more of her money because he spent it all and he thought that he could go and weasel his way into the guardianship. But at least the guardianship is kind of protecting her from him. Wendy did call into TMZ to give them an update on her case. Let's go ahead and check it out.
It was at a federal court hearing, earlier this morning. And, of course he wants to steal my money, the ex. In the meantime, it's been dismissed. But I don't want to be in this building. This building is for people 60 and above. And I don't care that I'm 61. I am gorgeous.
And Wendy Williams is gorgeous. But I want to hear what you guys think of this episode of the Let's Get Into It podcast. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about. Some of our episodes have been doing a little bit less view-wise, so I want to do a little check-in, see what you guys are thinking. If you want to go and click on last week's episode just to give it some love, I won't be mad. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in a new episode very soon. Bye, guys.
Oh.